Hi students, we are going to discuss about a chapter moving charges and magnetism. Before going to start this chapter, let us have a small introduction. Both electricity and magnetism have been known for more than 2000 years. In those days it was believed that both electricity and magnetism both are independent phenomena. That means one does not depends on other. That means electricity does not depends on magnetism and magnetism does not depends upon electricity. That means these two are independent phenomena. But in year 1820, the name of the scientist called Hans Christian Ørsted, or simply we can call it as a Ørsted. The scientist Ørsted, during his lecture demonstration, he have observed that a small magnetic needle, when it is placed near the current carrying conductor, that needle is deflecting. Why such deflection takes place? We know that one magnet can be deflected by the another magnet. So here he observed that a magnetic needle is deflecting near the current carrying wire. That means definitely a magnetic field should be there around the current carrying conductor. Hence the deflection takes place. So this was his observation. To prove this, the magnetic field around the conductor, Ørsted has made some experiments. Let us see one of that experiment. That is experiment number 1. In this experiment, he has taken a battery. This battery is connected to a wire. Let us say here A, B is a wire. This is a battery. This is positive terminal. This is negative terminal. When the battery is in off state, then we can say that no current is said to be flown in the circuit. So in this case, during this, he has kept one magnetic needle nearer to the conductor AB. This is a magnetic needle. This is a magnetic needle. Say this is north pole. Say this is south pole. So when there is no battery, when there is no current, that means when the battery is in off state, then no current is said to be flown, because of which no deflection is seen in the needle. But when the battery is made on, then a current is said to be flown from A to B, because of which a needle is said to be deflected towards that side. It was observed. This is an experimental observation by the Ørsted. And also now he also reversed the battery, and he seen that the deflection is also reversed. See, let us see. Suppose if you reverse the battery, this is negative and this is positive. Now the current is flowing from B to A. When a current is reversed, by reversing the battery, we have observed that the deflection in the magnetic needle also reversed. That means now the now the needle is deflecting in opposite sense when compared to previous. So it was moving that side, now here it is deflecting in this direction. So this was his observation. And along with this, he also observed that as the current increases, the deflection increases more. That means more the current, more the deflection. Lesser the current, less deflection it has seen. So that means the deflection depends upon the strength of the magnetic field. So he observed that this deflection is due to the magnetic field produced here. That means Oersted says that here a magnetic field is said to be produced in this case. So this magnetic field will deflect these magnetic needles. So this was the observation done by the Oersted. Now let us see his second experiment. These are the small experiments he have performed to prove that a magnetic field is there around the conductor. Just now, as we have seen here, a magnetic field is there, because of which these needles are deflecting. Okay, now let us see another experiment. In this experiment, Oersted has taken a plank. This is called plank or cardboard, we can say. This plank, he has made a small hole at the center, and he have allowed a wire, that is conducting wire, which is connected to a battery as shown in figure. This is called cardboard, and this is called battery with positive and negative terminal, and this A and B is called a conductor, as we have seen previously. So when the right now he has taken a small iron filling. He have placed here a small iron fillings on the cardboard around the conductor AB, and he have distributed randomly in random direction, randomly distributed in all the possible directions. So when the battery is in off state during this time, all the particles are in their own positions, in different random positions. But when the battery is made to on, then it was observed that all the iron fillings are made a circular rings like, as we can see here. Suppose for example, I am writing here, this is AB is a conductor. When a battery is on, we can say that a current is moving from A to B, that is moving from A to B. This is the current I moving. So during this, all the iron fillings, when the current is moving, we know that a magnetic field is said to be developed around it. When the magnetic field is said to be developed around it, because of this magnetic field, these all iron fillings will be orients around the conductor, as shown in figure like this. See, this is the magnetic needles, magnetic fillings, iron fillings, which are made a circular concentric circles like this. So previously, when the battery is in off state, all the particles are in random direction. When the battery is on, then we can say that these fillings are formed circular rings like. Why this is forming? Because we know that around the conductor a magnetic field is said to be developed. That magnetic field will itself orients this all iron fillings in circular manner. So this is one experiment done to prove that the magnetic field is in circular path. So these two are the experiment done by the Oersted. Rules to find the direction of the magnetic field around the straight current carrying conductor. As we know that the direction of a magnetic lines of force due to the straight current carrying conductor will be concentric circles. Just now we have seen in experiment 1 and 2. To find the direction of a magnetic field around the conductor, there are three rules are there. Rule number 1, that is Ampere's right hand thumb rule. When a straight current carrying conductor held in our right hand such that thumb is pointing towards the direction of a current, and the direction of the curling finger will give the direction of a magnetic field. That means if the thumb is pointing towards the direction of a current, then the curling finger direction will give the magnetic field direction. So this is the magnetic field. That means curling fingers are curling like this. So this will give the direction of a magnetic field. If this is current direction, this is the magnetic field direction. So this can be shown like this. If this is a current I moving in upward direction, then according to this rule, right hand thumb rule, see this is right hand thumb rule, if thumb is pointing towards the current, then the curling finger will give the magnetic field. So finger is curling like this. So that means I can say that the finger is curling like this. So this will give the magnetic field direction. So thumb current is moving like this, fingers are moving like this. So thumb represents the current and this curling finger represents the magnetic field. So this how the magnetic field direction. This is magnetic field direction. This is, and here we can see that at this point, if I take 2 points, one is a point P and one is a point Q. If I talk about the point P, here the current is here the magnetic field is coming outward. Outward means I can show with a dot. Here dot represents that the magnetic field is coming outside. See like this, it is coming outside. Here the dot is coming outside. And if I talk about the point Q, here I can say that I can say here cross. Cross means here magnetic field is moving inside. When a current is moving in upward direction, then the magnetic field which is created is in a circular path, such that at a point Q the field is moving inside and at a point P the field is coming outside. So in this way. So this is the direction of a magnetic field. This is outward and this is inward direction of a magnetic field. So this is how the direction of a magnetic field can be given by Ampere right hand thumb rule. If I reverse the direction of a current like this, suppose if I reverse the direction of a current, that means if the current is moving in downward direction, then what will be the direction of a magnetic field? Now we have to change the direction of our thumb in downward direction like this. Thumb it is representing like this. So here the curling finger is entering this side and it is coming outside from this side like this. So here we can say that the direction of magnetic field will be, means here it is entering inside and here it is coming outside like this. So here it is entering inside, means we can say that here it has cross. At point P we can say here as cross, and at point Q we can say here as a dot. So this is the direction of a magnetic field. This is inward and this is outward. Similarly, one more rule is there, that is called rule 2. Rule 2 is Ampere's swimming rule. Suppose say this is the current carrying conductor, current is moving in this direction. Suppose a person is also swimming in the same direction. Person is swimming in a same direction. Such such that he is facing the needle below his face. Suppose this is a north, this is south, this is a magnetic needle. Imagine that a person is swimming along the straight current carrying conductor such that facing a needle, magnetic needle, which is below the current wire. It was observed that this needle will be deflected towards his left hand. This needle will be deflecting towards his left hand, and the same needle if we place above the current wire, that means if I place this needle here, suppose, then now in this case it will be deflected towards his right hand. It is here, if the needle is below the person, then the needle is deflecting towards his left hand. If the needle is kept above the wire, then the needle will be deflected towards the right hand. So this is the direction of a magnetic field. So this is called Ampere swimming rule. We can verify this rule from the above Ampere's right hand rule. As we know that a current carrying conductor, that is the current is moving in this direction from the above, if we say if thumb represents the current, then the curling finger represents the magnetic field. So if this is the current direction, then this curling finger will give the magnetic field direction. That means here this side the magnetic field is coming up, and towards this side the magnetic field is getting inside. So here it is coming up, and here the current is moving inside. So we can say here this side the current is coming outside. That means we can say here it has dot, and here we can say it has cross. Here we can say it as cross, and here we can say it as dot. So dot means current is magnetic field is coming outside. So this upcoming magnetic field will act a force on it. So because of which the magnetic needle above the person will be deflected towards the right side, and the magnetic field below it will be inside, which will deflect this needle towards his left hand. So the magnetic field will be in this direction, here inward, here this is outward. So this magnetic field will deflect these two needles towards his left hand, right, according to this rule. Now rule 3, that is Maxwell's cork screw rule. Imagine a right-handed corkscrew advancing in the direction of a current. Then the direction of a rotation of a screw head gives the direction of a magnetic lines of force. Let us see with a diagram. Suppose this is the screw. This is a threads are there. Suppose this is a screw. Suppose this screw is advancing in the direction of the currents. That means current is moving in this direction. So here if the screw has to advance in the direction of current, that means we have to rotate this screw in this direction, then only the screw will advance in the direction of the current. So we have to advance in this direction. That means we have to rotate this head in like this. We have to rotate this head in this direction, that is in clockwise direction. So here the clockwise direction of a magnetic field, the rotation of this head will give the direction of a magnetic field. So this is called magnetic field direction. This is the magnetic field direction.